Oh, I'll be honoured to. Well, there may only be nine racing, but still, it's a great chance for reputations to be gained and lost. Revs are up in France. Are we going to see a surprise on the podium? We are away in the French Grand Prix. And it looks like it's. Oh, come on, camera angle. And here we go. And it's a slow start for Smith, HP Dan. JPP Gaming is going to be leading going into turn one. And there's some movement further back. There's a few spins further back as well. But back at the front, it is JPP Gaming 96 in the lead and Smith in second place. So he's not. And something has happened to the Haas. I believe it is Maxwell Baggy fan also caught up in that. Stevo up to 7th. Pazuzu already up to 6th from last on the grid, i.e. ninth. But yeah, JPP Gaming in the lead in the Red Bull and the other Red Bull in 4th place. Smith HP down in 2nd and Dave 2 in 3rd place as the front 4 have already got a 2-second gap to Hickland in 5th.
Indeed, Pazuzu's now closing up to Hickland for P5 now as we head down the long back straight. They've got to remember there's a chicane here, as I didn't in F2. And they have remembered there's a chicane there. Hickland holds on to that 5th place as and it was a very chaotic start. Baggy and Maxwell coming together at turn 1. They have dropped down the order a little bit now after that. But yeah, as you said, JPP Gaming taking the lead at the opening corner with a fantastic start. And we have a look at the tyres. Again, the medium tyres maybe helping JPP over Smith HP Dan's hards. As Star Orphan now closing up to Dave 2. For P3 now in the Mercedes, Pazuzu's still closing up to Hickling. We might be seeing an overtake maybe on the main straight. He's still closing up. But it is going to be JPP Gaming then, who leads us away at the end of this first lap, taking the lead away from Smith HP Dan, who's holding on just behind, just under half a second, using some of his battery to close up. But JPP Gaming looking very cool, calm and collected in front at the moment.
Yeah, apologies to Smith HB Dan. I thought it was a bad start, but that was before I saw the tyres. So maybe it was actually quite a decent start on the hard tyres. But of course, the grip advantage for JPB Gaming has got him into the lead. As long as Smith can hold, just stay within distance of DRS for JPB, he should be in a good position come the pit stops phase. But having said that, Dave 2 is only 3 tenths behind. So he's, well, showing a good early pace, should we say, after lapping a bit.
Hi, Dave 2 hanging on to the lead. The lead battle at the moment. Start off and also just about hanging on to DRS, shall I say? As DRS will be enabled next lap when they cross the line, going on to lap 3. Pazuzu's really starting to close up on Hickland here. He's got a slipstream, and he's using some of his battery to try and overtake. You can see the sparks coming off of the Ferrari just ahead of him, but Hickland is going to hold on to that 5th place. And he's starting to close in on Start Off from that. He's gone a little bit too wide at the exit, and he's going to drop out of DRS. Of the top 3 now, as JPP Gaming is now starting to pull away. He's nearly pulled a second from Smith HP down, who's on the hards.
Yeah, it's JPB. He needs to make the most of the extra grip on his tyres. He needs to pull away as soon as he can. Hopefully, Smith can not get in the DRS, and then him and Dave will have a battle, and that will give JPB Gaming the chance to pull away, come into the pits, and maybe stand the chance of winning the race, ending on the slower tyre. But I've just seen it's gone back within a second, and I think Dave's had a moment because that's now 1.2 seconds, the gap to Smith.
Indeed it is. Dave Rouse, as you said, had a little bit of a moment, gone a bit too deep into the final corner as well. Start Orphan's now well within DRS. Hickland's now dropped out. Orphan's medium tyres helping him a little bit to close up to the Mercedes. And as Marsh said at the start of this race, it is very, very overcast, and DRS has now been enabled. Marsh, you had some experience driving in the wet here on yesterday. Got nearly picked up a podium. You finished P2 on track, but the penalties knocking you out. Have you got maybe any tips for the drivers in the wet here if they're listening along?
Yeah, don't hesitate to pit once it starts raining, because we caught a few people out because me and Chai was in the party, and we literally went into the pits and DRS got disabled, because even though it looks like it's hardly raining, it's not even wet. It just disables DRS and it enters like within 1 lap after it's disabled. It's like some weird reason. That's a spin from Stars Orphan there, but
oh yes, that's off.
Yeah, even though it doesn't look like heavy rain, it gets wet very quick and very greasy. So I'd say don't hesitate to put the wet tyres on Audienters once it starts raining. Unlike Div 3 earlier, where maybe it was Dark Storm stayed down to mediums and it just absolutely chucked it down, and he ended up losing what was going to be an easy win for him.
Indeed. So then, after the chaotic Division 2 race that ended in the rain yesterday, are we going to have a chaotic Division 4 race which can end in the wet today? Pazuzu is all over the back and he's sent it down the inside of Hicklin, going into the final corner. Hicklin's going to try and hold it round the outside, but Pazuzu is going to have the DRS to pull away from the Ferrari, and the championship leader is already up into fourth place. That's the starting at the back of the grid. Again, P9.
Yeah, that's a good move there by Pazuzu, again making the most of the extra grip on his tyres, and I can't help but mention that Marsh then was effectively being marked with a C, because there is a few drivers in this race who are actually watching and listening to this, so that was key and crucial information there from yourself, Marsh, which, well, if it is going to rain later, I've not heard anything that it's going to get wet later on, but could be crucial information for the drivers on the grid.
Right, as you said, there's going to get slippery very quickly when it starts raining. Smith HB Dan just about holding with DRS of JPB Gaming. Is closing up with DRS. And it looks like Baggy has got past Steve-O as well, but staying on board with the battle for the lead. Smith HB Dan closes it up, but doesn't close up enough to take the lead of this race back on the man who took it off him, going on lap 1 into turn 1. Steve-O's closing up to Baggy. This is for P7 now. And he's nearly gone into the back of there, going into the chicane. But Baggy holding off Steve-O and holds on to P7. In the meantime,
yeah, we could have a potential battle heating up for P7 between three drivers. I mean, you've got Baggy and Steve-O finding it out, but then behind Steve-O, you've got Maxwell on the medium tyres, the grippier tyres, 1.8 seconds behind. I do believe Maxwell is actually driving with not having done any laps of practice. There's a yellow flag, Corey.
That's Hicklin that's gone round at the exit of the left-hand hairpin in the final sector, and he's now lost the position to start off from. And it's dropped down to P6, only losing a position, but losing a lot of time to the top 5 pack. As that might invite Baggy now to maybe have close the gap, maybe have a look on Hickman to P6 as Pazuzu now sets the fast lap in the race in P4. Smith actually down, he's now all over the rear diffuser of JPP Gaming and might be eyeing up a move going down the back straight with DRS. Currently battery levels at the moment, JPP Gaming with 71%. Smith actually down with a little bit less, around 50%. So JPP Gaming with a battery advantage, and Baggy has gone round at turn 2. And what looked like it was going to be some very decent points for Baggy today, it's going to drop down to 2 points at the moment, which I'm sure he'll still be happy with. But of course, we'll want more. Back to the battle for the lead, though. Smith HB Dan's going to take the lead here on lap 5, retake the lead, shall I say, with DRS. Heading down the back straight and gets past JPP Gaming with DRS.
Yeah, so we're seeing a few mistakes creeping now, but fortunately, I mean, the barriers are so far away, they're more or less back in Dorset across the channel. So fortunate that the spins they're doing this, the drivers doing their spins here, you've got the barriers far out, but all they need to do is just not retire and you've got points. So yeah, maybe you can go a bit aggressive on this track with the barriers, but I mean, this is Division 4, anything happens. Yeah, you could see a driver end up in the barriers, but it'd have to be quite the spin or quite the crash.
Oh, hello. Indeed, voice has gone there. Hicklin has lost it again. Going rather shush you. Hicklin has lost it at the head once again. They called it before, though, and has dropped down to P8 now and has invited Baggy Fan back in for the battle for P8. But all the gaps are now starting to open up, apart from Pazuzu, who's looking to get past Dave here for the podium position for P3. Pulls to the left-hand side of the Mercedes. Makes it like child's play. And into the podium positions goes the championship leader. Oh, Dave's going to try and fight back, though. The back end says no thank you. He just about catches it. And Pazuzu now up into podium positions.
Yeah, Dave 2's already out of ERS. Like 6% ERS, and I'm pretty sure he's just got 2 warnings in the space of 2 corners. He's really lost the momentum at the moment as Dave 2, as Pazuzu immediately stretches the gap to 3rd place.
He is Baggy Fan. He is the first driver to pick up a penalty in this Grand Prix. 3-second time penalty for track limits for the Aston Martin driver. As you said, all they need to do is finish this race and they get points, which we've seen in other races. Retiring the pit lane does seem a pretty easy thing to do. And hopefully none of the drivers do that tonight. Dave just about hanging in DRS of Pazuzu here is now starting to pull away. We said JPP Gaming really needs to make advantage of these quicker tyres. He hasn't in these early laps of this Grand Prix, because Smith HP Dan has already pulled a 1.7 second lead.
Yeah, those hard tyres getting into their zone now. 6 laps into the Grand Prix. I think it took about 6-7 laps for them to kick in McEwen last Sunday. I don't know about you, Corey, but I mean, I can't help but notice it on the map. You've got two different races going on. You've got the battle for first between the top five, and then you've got oh, another penalty, and then you've got sixth and eighth and ninth towards the back. So yeah, Corey, what was the tyres like for you last week? Is there any bit of strategy tips or knowledge you can tell the drivers who might be listening into today? Try Mark with C for a second.
Mark with a C, then mine normally breaks midway through the race. That's for the intermediates when it's bone dry, and then slaps us on the wets. But I mean, as you kind of hit the nail on the coffin there. The hards do take quite a few laps to trying to get into their normal operating window. But it seems like Smith HB and some of the others here have been in a really sweet spot here. Yeah, the mediums, I think they last around, what, 13 laps, maybe if that, really. But the hards can definitely go quite a long way into this race, as we saw on Sunday. And I would say yesterday, but of course it rained. But did it rain in Div 3 earlier? Did anyone know? Oh, brilliant. So they kind of have no intel. Okey-dokey then. Gaps are starting to open up, as we said again, but Star Sultan's gap with Dave is starting to close up. 3.5 tenths, 4 tenths is the gap, as he is going to get DRS down the main straight, and he's got a hell of a lot more battery, as you can see, compared to the Mercedes driver, and looking to maybe make a move on the main straight.
Yeah, Dave too, since about lap 3 onwards, seems to have lost quite a bit of pace. And with the fact that he's got no ERS either, or the fact they haven't got any ERS either, it certainly isn't helping the situation. The car will start blinking in the moment, start orphan, DRS open, not using the ERS, so he's been a bit cautious with the driving at the moment, maybe waiting to make the move under the next DRS straight going into the silly chicane. But driving with caution is the Red Bull driver.
Indeed he is. It's done now, nearly making it 3 seconds out in front on lap 8 of this race. So often though, around 3-4 tenths going on to the back straight. He's going to get DRS. I wonder if he's going to use that 87% battery that he has got stored up in that Red Bull car. Dates Freak has joined. I'm not sure if he was meant to be racing or not, but it's a little bit too late now. But Star Sultan, I mean, he had a really poor exit of that corner and he's lost some time. The DRS will kind of close that gap back up again, but definitely not close to go for a move. Hicklin though, Hicklin just went on board with him there. He's nearly lost it. And this invited Baggy fan to maybe go for a move on the back straight here. Issue is, Hicklin has also got DRS to defend from the Aston Martin driver behind. Baggy's going to use this literally, though he's not going to have a look from that far back. Surely did that with me on F2 on Thursday and he took me out, the cheeky bugger. But no, he's going to hold back this time round. Not at this corner, but at this next corner coming up, the right-hander, he just slapped it right and took me straight out and sent me to Hungary near enough.
Oh.
No, you didn't. Because it was you. It was you that sent it to me in that chicane, because you cut the chicane to do that.
Oh, I tell you what, the post-race briefing in the Trident Chaos has been a very exciting one to be involved in.
It was after the feature race, but sprint race 2, it was not a good camp to be in. I can assure you that. I was the I was not. I was going to say I was a uni one, but you're not a uni anymore. What team are you in? Marsh, I forgot.
I'm you and I, not a virtual racing.
Oh, no one cares about you.
Oh shit!
Oh
no! I mean, sorry.
He's in HWA, yeah. I was the HWA race lab camp after that fantastic result of you getting points.
We
don't care about maps.
Can't remember how many points I scored. Two? Alright, 2, 4. Well, that's some points that at least it brings us closer from the bottom. We've got Gary Neville here.
Hey, yeah.
No, here we go. Look at this for 7th. Look at this for 7th. Here we go. Steve-O's had a few moments in Sector 1. Got plenty of those, but Hicklin, is he to make the move? No, he doesn't. What about Baggy from behind? Hicklin cuts the corner. I mean, oh my word, that was... I'm talking about cutting. That was something else. 4 drivers on the grid now. Penalties. Oh, this battle for 7th place. This is the one to watch at the moment. But having said that, Pazuzu is right behind JPB Gaming for second place. Second place from me.
What was that? What was that?
I burped mid-speech.
Hey, look, we've got
Oh,
the first pit stars. Wait, what's going on? He's just stopped going to the pit lane entry. What's just happened? His car just fully stopped. But I mean, anyway, he's going to lose a lot of time because of that. But Championship leader Pazuzu is all over the back of JPP Gaming. Hicklin's going to be all over the back of Steve, though, going on the main straight. And Baggy's going to be all over the back of these two going onto the main straight. Are we going to see an overtake going into turn one?
I don't know. Steve-O's got a lot of those, and then he's used that to pull away on the traction. Baggy really put the foot down going out of the exit and has lost a lot of time for it. Oh. We're about to see this live on stream. Have a look. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's an IndyCar racing line, that.
Are we going to see a move from Hicklin on this back straight on Steve-O? A little bit shaky on the exit with Steve-O. And but he has got the ERS to defend. Hicklin's got the DRS to attack though. He's a little bit too far back to maybe think about going for a move. Hicklin's had a little look, but knows better to not go for the move there. Closing in on Steve-O's got a really better exit, and he might be thinking about going for a move, going into the right hander. I forgot what his corner name is, but again, we don't care. Steve-O just about holds on to P6.
I've got a new name for it. After you just said about, let's call it Trident Turn.
Trident Turn. Oh, Steve-O, that was close. He had his little snap mid corner and he went straight into Hicklin, but Hicklin's going to try and send it round the outside. He's had contact with Baggy and they're both round. Instead of it, oh no. And Pazuzu's now moved up to P2, but Baggy's having a lot of collisions with drivers at France here. First with me, he has a few with the other F2 drivers, and now he's had another one with Hicklin. He's in the wars this week, his Baggy fan.
France has not normally been the type of country to attack, and Baggy fan is well and truly sharking on an attack at this track. I mean, I was on board with Baggy at the time. He tried to just slide in between the battle of Steve-O and Hicklin, but unfortunately, with the contact system, this game brilliantly has just a tiniest bit of contact, and Hicklin is sent round. So that will most certainly be a penalty for Baggy fan, but the worst he's going to finish is 9th, so it's 2 points still.
2 points to his 10-point championship tally at the moment, which was 5 points going into Austria.
What?
He doubled his points from Austria. Unbelievable, Jeff.
Oh my days. Yeah, we had though. I mean, like, I don't like to do Baggy dirty. Actually, yeah, I do like to do Baggy dirty here. Come on, right? He's the only driver in the F2 standings now to not have a point.
My teammate, Harry Trident, he is.
That back in your knee joints, Corey, must be killing you in the constructors.
Nah, he's doing a great job. He's doing a fantastic. I tell you what, he is keeping me calm in the races. To be fair, after a few altercations, let's say, with the stewards I've had this season, just a few, just a few. Don't know if you know, but I'm 1 point off a quali ban. Don't know if you've mentioned that quite a bit.
What, the terror?
Are we allowed to use that? Oh, for God's sake, yeah. Yeah, thanks.
I mean, from what I heard, from what I believe, apparently the stewards have actually got you in speed dial.
Liam does, yeah. Liam definitely does have me on speed dial because he's the only one, probably the only steward I probably talk to. No offence to the other stewards, it's just Liam's always in my DMs every week saying, "Oh, you've been involved in this incident." I tell you what, he even tried to send in at Silverstone a formation lap infringement. I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to do it again this week.
That's too late now. I mean, if there was investigation for safety, formation lab infringements, there would probably could have been about 20 separate incidences.
To be fair, yeah, I kind of there's that many layouts to this track. I forgot which one to take. That's the excuse I've got. Let's just say that. But I mean, going back to this, the battle for P2 is still going on between Pazuzu and JPB Gaming, who's just had a pretty poor exit of that corner. Pazuzu solidifying that P2 place at the moment. Baggy's now fighting back against Steve-O, closing the gap for the Haas driver. This is a P6 now, so Baggy's kind of climbed back the order pretty quickly, you could say. I know we've got an 18-second gap between Dave and Maxwell, but Baggy, again, could still be on for decent points here.
Yeah, I mean, he has actually got decent pace. I mean, there's been like 2 or 3 occasions he's dropped off because of incidences or a spin, but he's always been able to try and catch back up to the back of Maxwell and Steve-O as we got some drivers in the pits.
Indeed, Pazuzu and JPP Gaming, they're both coming in. Let's see if JPP Gaming can jump ahead of Pazuzu. No, Pazuzu is going to stay ahead in the pit stops. He had the gap, and he's held on to that net P2. Dave now goes through. Of course, yet to pit. But Baggy is all over the back of Steve here as we're going onto the main straight to start lap 13. And where is Pazuzu going to come out? Pazuzu's going to come out P3. JPP Gaming, he's going to come out in P5 as it stands at the moment, behind Maxwell, who of course is yet to pit on his medium compound tyre. But Baggy's still all over the back of Stevo here for P6.
Yeah, just quickly go back to JPB Gaming, who's come out right behind Maxwell. Maxwell shouldn't be a problem. Maxwell's a wise driver in Division 4. He knows that they're in completely different races, and Maxwell is off the pace a bit because of the setup. So he shouldn't be a problem. But however, look at this for Oh, Stevo's gone!
No! Stevo's
Oh,
doing so well in P6. Now he's going to drop down to P9 and what is last at the moment. Still his points, of course. Don't know if we mentioned that. But has dropped down the order, and that's promoted Baggy Fan up into P6 now.
He lit up those rears. He was like doing donuts at the end of a championship season. I dread to think how those tyres are going to feel going around these next few corners. He's taking it very cautious, as he should be. But still, kept out the barriers, and we've still got all 9 drivers still racing.
Indeed we do. As of course, with pit stops now, the gaps have closed a little bit between the drivers that have pit and not pit. But JPP Gaming should be, as you said, easily should be able to get past Maxwell here. But with P4 on the road, Maxwell yet to pit, he's pulling into the pit lane now. Actually, as JPP Gaming had to react to him there, going into the pit lane, when he got a little bit nervous. As Hicklin, I thought he was going to peel off in pit lane then, but no, he has now got Star Orphan just behind him, who should be able to maybe get past him going down this main straight. He's got no ERS, does Hicklin, so Star Orphan will definitely be able to close the gap up. Won't be able to make the move just yet, as the gaps are now opening up again.
Yeah, what do you reckon the chances of us seeing a safety car are?
Question. Great question.
What do you reckon?
Fantastic question.
Would you reckon more chance of West Brom getting a point or winning the match? Or...
Yeah.
Just for banter. Being manipulated, man.
Oh, for God's sake. My head just disappeared then.
Bit off subject, but have you guys seen that West Brom lost today in the last minute?
No, they didn't.
They did. Yeah, I said to Baggy, I promise I won't mention it on stream, which obviously meant I was going to mention it on stream. So yeah, they lost in the last minute, and they're in the relegation zone.
Oh dear. Aye, they did.
Yeah, they beat Liverpool. Liverpool.
Shampoo.
Yeah, they played Liverpool. How did if I? Oh yeah, I mean, it's definitely not a sad sight seeing Liverpool's demise at the moment. Oh, Hicklin's in the pits. I'll just say one more thing.
Oh, nice.
How was it on the weekend? During the week between you two? You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, we didn't talk. I think the only thing I messaged him was, what was it? I spammed you with Mexico, wasn't it? Was that the only thing I messaged you? Yeah, it was just spamming you with Mexico, so you can get lobbies up and all that.
Match.
I know, yeah, I know, mate. We didn't want to talk about that though, did we?
What do
I don't know about we. I reckon you did.
No. He didn't want to talk about it.
Nah, Leeds must be garbage because they blew a 2-0 lead against Saints. Against Saints, for crying out loud.
Yeah. How do we lose against the worst team in the league?
I think with Forest winning today as well, that's put us back to bottom, and we've got Wolves tomorrow, and I'm not confident at all.
Oh dear. Oh, look who's in the pits.
Hi, Dave and Smith HB Dan have peeled into the pit lane, and Dave has got himself a 5-second time penalty for speed in the pit lane. I've been there, done that, got the head lost, and then I crashed. So hopefully Dave doesn't do that on the final lap.
You crashed?
Smith HB Dan, what do you mean you crash? But Smith HB Dan hopefully isn't going to crash either, and if he doesn't, he is on his way to what could be a pretty easy victory. As soon as I say that though, championship leader Pazuzu has just got the fastest lap of this race, and he's looking to close that gap and to try and take another victory this season.
Yeah, it'll close the gap to Smith on this lap because those tyres will be really cold. It'll take them about just over a lap and a half to really get up to temperature. So we could see the gap go down to about 3 seconds, but after that, if Smith finds his rhythm and his pace again, that'll soon stretch. As this movement further down, Steve-O's overtaking Baggy. Steve-O still the only driver yet to pit.
He's going long. He's over a safety car, and for his sake, I do hope he gets a safety car because that will bring everyone back in this race and make it a lot more entertaining for us, especially. We're already on lap 16 in this race. Actually, we're halfway done. As Hicklin now picks up another penalty in the Ferrari. He is not having the best of weekends so far as the Ferrari. To the two spins he's had so far this race. One man who's having an okay race so far is Star Orphan. He's trying to close it to Dave, who's just come out the pit lane. So those mediums are going to be fairly cold. While Star Orphan's hards are going to be up to temperature and raring to get past that Mercedes driver before. So I think that is the only battle going on at the moment.
No, it's fine. I was just going to come in saying it's just the 14 seconds of penalty to Hicklin so far, which is only about 46 less than what you had in our racing we did last week for the I'm saying that. I've never seen in a lobby seeing next to someone's name 1M. I've never seen
I think I got 40 in Sprint Race 2 on Thursday. So I wasn't far off, but I didn't want to get disqualified, of course, because I want to keep a 100% record, because we don't retire around here. We keep it. We don't, especially don't retire on the pit lane, because then I know a certain SLR will get very, very angry at me.
I mean, unless it's a good reason, but the drivers who don't retire in the pits and maybe like a lap or two down, or like exactly, Marsh has got it bang on point there. Marsh has actually got a very good record. In fact, I don't know if you've never retired in the pits, which is beautiful to hear, and it's great to see. And these drivers are doing a good job so far of not doing so today. But having said that, not like we've said already today, but you're at least getting 2 points if you finish.
Indeed we are. One man who's getting 25 points at the moment is Smith HB Dan. He's already pulled a 4-second lead to Pazuzu at the moment. It looks to be extending that advantage. Obviously, with the quicker tyre, the medium compound tyre at the moment, they're going to be quicker for now. But maybe towards the end of the race, Pazuzu might be able to close that up a little bit. And another driver who's going to close the gap is Baggy Fan. He's just lost out to Hicklin, and he's going to try and get that place back for P8. Of course, we'll get it on penalties at the moment anyway, with 14 seconds going to Hicklin. But Baggy would feel a lot better if he could get that on track, knowing he could maybe get 4 championship points if he goes up into P8. I think it is.
Yeah. Tell you what, as Smith's just done a fastest lap, that battle for 6th for yet again is hotting up. I know Steve-O has yet to pit, but by him not pitting, it's closed up the battle between Maxwell, Hicklin and Baggy, so things are going to get interesting down here again.
Indeed they are. Good little 4-way battle, should I say, including Steve-O as well for P6 at the moment, as you said. And then one of them is going to see Steve-O come in. He's going to let Maxwell through, actually. And he's let Hicklin do no! And he's had contact with Hicklin, letting him through. And I think that's going to see Steve-O come into the pit lane. I hope we caught that on stream, because that was brilliant. Sorry, Steve-O.
He's just reversed into a barrier. Oh.
I hope his has got rear wing damage because of that. Because the damage mod in this game as well also isn't great.
Just reversed into the barrier, bless him. Oh, I hope that doesn't cause him rear wing damage. But I just find it. He got out of the way of Maxwell to not get in the way and cause a crash. Love you, Steve-O. Your podium become one.
That was close. Hicklin went round and Baggy nearly just stormtrooped in straight into him nearly, but thankfully just about avoided him. And now it's got his way up into P7 now. So Baggy scoring 6 championship points, I think, as it stands.
God, that's mental. That is mental.
FIA point regulations isn't up to date, so I don't know what the championship points are. I've lost them now.
After Japan in real life, God knows what the points system is.
Oh, tell me about it.
Well, there goes that stellar battle for 6th place. a lap later. That's gone down the shit.
The what?
Gutter. No, it's gone down. No, it's gone down the gutter.
Someone said in interviews, oh, for God's sake. This is SLR. I knew that was gone round. Hickman's gone round in the Ferrari. Another spin at the same corner, funny enough, he's gone round that. Baggy is looking to make his way up into 6th place now. Obviously, with penalties, he's not going to be able to keep that. But it's closing up. Marsh, I don't want to hear another word out of you. P6.
No, I'm just sat here thinking about adding a new, like an alert on the stream, you know, for when we're watching these Div 4 racing, you know, when they absolutely miss the braking point and go flying across it into the wall or something. As soon as I do that, I was just going to do this, so this plays.
Hang on, I need to turn my stream up. I'm about 20 seconds behind.
Yeah.
Just say.
Thinking about playing that, or, to be fair, I could make it a bit more juicy and add it with a bit of an echo.
Oh, he's going around the outside! Oh, around the outside, they've wheel banged! Oh dear.
And he's gone round again as Maxwell after another baggy.
That reminds me, he's going to blow us away, mate. That reminds me, in Division 1, I remember at one point saying in that race, the closest battle was for 5th, where there's a 40-second gap. I remember saying that last.
Yeah.
I was saying that. Talking of closest gaps, I mean, the closest fight is for 4th place between Dave 2 and Star Orphan. The gap is 2.3 seconds, and Dave 2 is pulling away on 5-lap old medium tyres.
Indeed he is. Let's go get some hot chocolate out, lads.
Yeah.
Cold now, isn't it?
Oh,
Does anyone want some?
Yeah, yeah. Make us one, Corey.
Shame I can't make any. Go to the kitchen yourself, you lazy bugger. Back to the racing then.
Well, you say that.
Charming.
I've just realised what I found on my phone is another sound effect I could add. It's one of my favourite ones as well.
Go on then.
I've got the manager by the scruff of the neck. I've gone, give me my fucking chips.
Bang! Oh, if Brandon was listening along, he would be absolutely laughing his. You know.
If that's the route we're going, then hang on, let me get my. Let me get my phone out.
Well, we've got to do something with these 2-second gaps. Well, that's a minimum.
I'll find one myself. I've got a lot. The majority of it goes to Matt anyway, but I'm not playing that one. Have we got any battles going on? Jesus, that weren't me.
I forgot that had the
That's fine, mate. I'm not head of streaming for tonight. Don't you worry. Some other geezer is.
So we've got yellow flag sector 1. It's happened.
Oh, wait. I forgot we were commentating a race. No, it's Steve. Sorry, false alarm. It's Maxwell who's gone off.
I hope we didn't put him off.
I really hope we didn't. Oh.
Apologies, we're just trying to keep all 8 people entertained in this chat. So let's give a shout out to SLR Southerner. Hello, hope you're enjoying the stream. SLR Moley's watching. Hello.
Hey, up the molar.
Oh, he's one of the F2 stewards. So hopefully your stewards meeting, whenever that is, isn't too busy, and you'll be. Oh no, wait, Corey. No, you are in investigation, aren't you, Corey? But not necessarily.
I am, but I sent it in.
Good.
I mean, it was a very, very controversial incident, but I mean, we'll find out when the race report comes out. Your lovely race report, which I can't wait to read probably tomorrow.
I mean, I'll make a bit more of an effort this time around, but it's like
I wonder why.
No, not as in like I'm not gonna because of that, but like, I'm chucking like a load more stats in it just so it's not like very simple Simon and all of that. Like, but just so this sucks. I mean, without watching it back. My memory is like a fish, just terrible. Absolutely, yeah, I've got a terrible memory. So be it. I might just chuck a few stats in there, mainly like where it looks like I'm stuck in my own dick, where I like say like oh this and that. But I'll get your names mentioned in there as well, especially like Mash getting his first points of the season and Corey winning another
Ah,
race.
what do you mean of
But
the
but but
race?
but a very good race as Molly's chucked in the stream chat 5 second pen for Corey regardless.
Look, I wouldn't be shocked after the instance I've had this season. So just, I mean, if you want to chuck it my way, feel free. But
No.
as long as someone else gets one, that's all that matters.
Oh, lads, we might have a battle coming on here. Starve Orphans close the gap down to 1.3 seconds.
Here we go. Hey, it's lap 24. What's that been
Where's the
here?
race
This has
gone?
gone well quick. This race has gone
And
quick.
no retirements.
Don't
No
say
retirement.
that. We got. Oh, don't
No,
say
we're not
that.
getting any
Someone
retirements.
crashed
I'm
on the final
confident.
lap on Sunday.
Yeah. Say not even the last corner. It was like the last 100 meters.
Literally. I mean, nearly did the same in F2, funny enough, because I forgot where the line was. I thought it was a lot earlier because I was looking for a white line, not the actual checkered flag. So thankfully, I did just about make the line before Griffiths caught up to me. But yeah, back to this. Oh, it's extended to 1.5. Here we go. Here we go. It's closing up. It's going to be the battle of the centre. Oh, but Dave has a penalty, though, so this is going to make it boring. Oh, wait. Oh, Dave
Ooh.
has 14 seconds of penalties. He's battling Hicklin for the most penalty. Wait, when did Dave get 14 seconds? Oh, wait, yeah, he got 5 seconds in the pit lane, didn't he? Speaking of Hicklin, he's in the pit lane. Probably
He's
still
going for the
fastest lap.
fastest lap. Yeah, he's got.
Five
Oh, he's
second
probably
penalty.
serving.
If this was Netflix, this would be about 35 seconds, this penalty, the way we saw
Oh,
Hamilton's one at Silverstone last season.
yeah. That reminds me of like seeing the Grosjean crash. I mean, he was in the fire for about 30 seconds, but Netflix made out he was in there for like 5 minutes. Like,
Literally.
yeah, it would have looked like one of my bloody pizzas I put in the oven.
Is he dead?
Yeah, look, it's dead.
Do you think he's dead? No, we are professional,
Oh,
aren't we?
I'll quickly
Hey,
just chuck in
Dave
the
said,
stream chat. Viewers, all 10 of you, including you, Nightbot, get your drivers of the day in. Which of the 9 do you reckon deserves the Driver of the Day award?
he served his 5 second penalty. Oh, he's going to try and steal it off Hicklin if he does get it. But to be Dan, it's been Heaven Sent at the moment. The first 25 laps at the moment, 11 seconds. So I thought Pazuzu would maybe catch up, but maybe not. Unless he can somehow pull 11 seconds for the final 3 laps. As Baggy's up into P5. What do you mean?
Who's in charge of that? Is that? Who's on that?
What one?
I
mean,
genuinely
mate.
don't know. Is that you? Oh dear. Oh dear.
No,
We're losing our
I'm not going to
jobs.
lie. I'm not going to lie. I forgot I had the SLR stream account on my phone.
There's.
What do you mean? Of
I think we
course it
do
was
that.
Liam.
Oh,
Liam, of course, would
wait.
do that. Have you seen his activity in the
Oh,
NON CE server?
I mean, I looked through, like when he wasn't looking, when we met up at Cambridge a few months ago, I looked on his phone at his search history, and there was a lot of disturbing stuff on there, like really, really dodgy stuff.
You didn't have to sleep with him for one night. Jesus Christ.
Uh,
Oh, tell me, mate. That was mad. Jesus Christ. We were watching The Chase. The Chase!
yeah, I reckon there was some other chase going on in there.
Oh, I mean, you and your brother were downstairs, so I don't know what was going on in there, but there were some funky noises. Let's say that.
We're doing the impersonation of TikTok snoring. Well, I mean, I
Oh.
was impersonating it. I think Joe was just genuinely doing it.
Oh, best nights of my life that was. And then the night after, I ended up sleeping up on 2 chairs. Wow, how comfortable that was.
Sharing a room with Sem. Not everyone can say that. England's got another penalty. Talking of penalties, Baggy fan's still in 5th place. I mean, even if he does get penalties on top of his penalties that he's going to get, I mean, the amount of penalties he's getting, England could do with him in the next World Cup. He's still going to get a handful of points, probably 6.
Wait, I've just realised something here, right? How many penalties has he got? He's got 6. He's going to double his points tally again here.
Oh my God.
Now,
Zuzu, watch out.
Now, I'm thinking about this logically, right? If he keeps doing this till the end of the season, he's going to become the Season 9 Division 4 champion.
Yeah,
Please. Yeah?
yeah, still possible with 10 races to. No, maybe not. Yeah, no, yeah, I think it
No.
might still be possible.
I mean, if he can somehow double, 20 points next round, then what FIA sporting regulations breaches this is going to happen? Oh, wait, we're on the final lap. I've just realised. Smith HP's down starting the final lap now. Sorry, our heads have been in a completely different place for like the past hour. But I don't want to say I'm glad it though. Steve-O's got another penalty. Oh, I've just realised my podium prediction isn't going to be on here, so you're not going to down the bottle of Jack Daniels. You do it anyway.
No,
Oh, that was a very convincing no.
no I've just been, I've just, just, yeah. I don't want to make it sound like there was any doubt behind it. Oh, Steve-O's made up a place.
I mean, Hicklin and them two literally just drove off track for each other
Oh.
going down that straight. But Hicklin's teammate has led near enough the majority of this race. He lost the lead at the start to JPB Gaming. He went for the ultimate strategy, Div Smith HP Dan. He's kept it clean of penalties. As the man who started on pole position got pole position by 1.1 seconds. It was, you could say, the perfect lap for Smith HP Dan. He's only got a couple of more corners to go now until, as Pazuzu picks up a penalty for good measure, until he can call himself the winner of the Division 4 French Grand Prix. 2 more corners to go to be exact. The rain never came. They stayed on the dry tyres, and the McEwen Division drivers tomorrow. Oh, never mind. Division 1 drivers, should I say, on Monday are going to have a fun time. But here in Division 4, it is going to be Smith HB Dan who takes victory and the 25 points with it. He crosses the line to win for Ferrari. And Pazuzu starting from the back of the grid. I don't know if we mentioned, but only 9 runners in this Grand Prix. Steve-O does get Hicklin in the end. That is for P8. But Pazuzu will pick up 18 points to his championship tally, extend his championship lead. JPP Gaming will finish in the final podium position. He will finish P3 in the end. He didn't pick up any penalties for him. His teammate Star Orphan will finish P4. Baggy Fan is going to double his points tally to 20 points, if my maths are right.
Wow.
At the end of this round.
Wow, pre-stewards. Pre-stewards.
Stewards.
Yeah.
I forgot about all that.
Oh, how could you forget about stewards? You're
Hey,
in
I
there
was
most of
literally
the
going to say
time.
that.
Yeah, regardless, still finishing the race. Good job, Baggy.
Everyone finished the race, which is great.
Yeah.
Finally. Right, let's get the top 3 in the party. Some very, very funky interview. Funky? No, that's not the right word. What am I looking for? Some very
Funky.
good interview. I don't know why I said funky interviews.
I mean,
Who's
we can
P3?
make it funky if you want.
Who is P3? JPP? I mean, if you want to make it funky, feel free, mate. But
Pazuzu is second, and JPP
yeah,
was
we've
first.
got him. We've got him.
What is that picture?
I just saw that march. Hicklin just came in chat 4 in a row. He's got fastest lap now, so going for the fastest lap award is Hicklin. Who are we waiting for? We're waiting for Pazuzu, aren't we?
Just seen what Marsh put him. Done made dirty again.
I mean, when Pazuzu gets in, if he gets in, we'll do one each for interviews. How do you boys want to do this then?
Oh, follow your lead.
Oh,
Yeah, follow you, boss man.
Oh, well, I'm the boss man. I'm not the head streamer for tonight. You are. But, I mean, anyway. Matt, you can do P3. I'll do Smith HP down at the moment.
So I do P3, yeah?
Yeah.
Right. Well.
Yeah, you can do. Smith HP Dan takes victory then here in Le Castellet. A brilliant victory ahead of Championship lead Pazuzu. Got a bit of a challenge from the back of the grid, aka P9, picking up 18 points to extend his Championship lead. Both Red Bulls, JPP Gaming picks up the final podium position. Star Orphan finishes P4. Baggy Fan doubling his points tally provisionally. Dave 2 will finish P6 for Mercedes. Haas get P7 Maxwell. P8 with Steve, unfortunately couldn't pick up that podium. And Hicklin will be the last classified car, well, the final car in P9, picking up 2 points for his Championship tally as well. Get underway with the interviews then.
Lovely stuff. Well said, Corey. Well said. What I will just say to all the drivers here, well, I say all the drivers, there's only JPP and Smith here at the moment. We need Pazuzu in. Just make sure you tick your boxes. Only joking, there is no box to tick. Anyway, got you all. Yeah, you've been pranked. Right. Right. Anyway, third place, JPP Gaming 96. Congratulations on third place. Back on the podium. You weren't here last week, but here this week and back on the rostrum once more. Second to third place. Lost a position in the end to Pazuzu, who, of course, we know is dominating the season. So, would you say you're still satisfied with the third place? Was third place probably the maximum, considering the drivers who finished ahead of you in the standard of driving they're pulling off of late?
Yeah. Overall, I'm happy with the result of the race. I mean, the start of the race, I had a decent start, got off the start all right, got into first place, but unfortunately couldn't hold it. And then, yeah, I mean, Pazuzi's a bit of a monster himself, so it's just a matter of time till he overtook me. But yeah, overall, happy with the race itself. Just decent points for the Red Bull team.
Yeah, I mean, you weren't involved in for most of the race. You weren't. It was more like a Sunday drive for half of the race, just on your own mind and your own business. To try and keep the concentration and the focus during them periods is it quite difficult, or did it just generally feel like a Sunday breeze where you just bring it home?
It just felt like a practice session, if I'm honest. It just was what it is. What it is. Only 9 people racing. It's not going to be the most exciting, but it is what it is.
Nevertheless, you've got to be in it to win it, and you've got a podium. This third place, is it going to bring you, I mean, confidence going into the next few rounds after this strong result?
Yeah, I think so. Hungary's all right. I mean, after last week with Austria, just instants and turn ones, and just yeah. So we looking forward to it.
Lovely stuff. Well, congratulations on third place as we go over to whoever for second place.
Great interview for second place there. Big well done to Pazuzu. He extended his championship lead. On to the race winner of of Smith HP Dan. Congratulations, picking up the race victory. Pole position as well by 1.1 seconds. You appear to be locked in qualifying. Talk us through your amazing qualifying lap and the race.
Yeah, I knew before I started France, it's one of my favourite tracks, so I knew I'd have been high up rankings. Didn't expect that qualifying. Then the start of the race, JPP got ahead from the start, and then he was pretty quick at the start. I was just about in his DRS, and then once I did get past, it was a Sunday drive. Just managing the gap to Pazuzu a little bit, trying to keep a little bit of ERS just in case of a late charge from Pazuzu, but all fine in the end.
Yeah, looked pretty control out in front, apart from obviously obviously losing the start on JP Gaming. Obviously, you went for the ultimate strategy, which means you were going to be quicker at the end, and it definitely proved it. And Pazuzu's just invited me. Maybe we might be able to get him in. But yeah, lost for words. Yes, there we go. He is in finally. Obviously, hungry next week. I'm fairly hungry myself. How are you feeling for next week?
Oh God.
Yeah, it's another fun track. It should be
Ashwood
fun.
Homes are a new.
Hopefully, we have more than 9 people this week.
Fingers crossed.
Oh, we were rambling on about F2 the majority of the time.
I don't mind us being experimental next week in Div 3 if it's us lot again, and you've only got 9 people where we do commentary from inside the car. I don't mind.
Aye. Yeah, we'll just pull up alongside you, getting on board on stream.
Stick the hand out with a mic in the hand.
Yeah. How are you feeling for this overtake? Shut up. But yeah, again, congratulations on your victory, and you know what, we're going to hand over to SLR Marsh to talk to the P2 man and championship leader, Pazuzu. He's going to wriggle his way out of this. Yeah.
Of course. Oh, that's a coincidence, isn't it?
Of course you
That's
wait.
a coincidence.
Fine then, I'll do it. Pazuzu, obviously, I don't know if it was you intentional in qualifying that you retired.
Yeah,
but,
it was.
I mean, yeah, we thought you kind of just wanted a bit of a challenge on the back and have some fun.
No, it weren't even a challenge. It was, well, I don't mean that as in disrespect.
We
As
get
in,
you, yeah.
I just didn't want to qualify
Oh,
with
you
only 9 of
tornado in
us.
disguise. Time
We go.
tornado.
Shut up, man.
Oh, but yeah. Well, what looked a fairly comfortable Peter in the end from you, an 18-point extension in the championship because of obviously Harvey not being here this week. Looking fairly comfortable in the lead of the championship. Talk us through your race today.
Well, after today, find out Harvey weren't going to race. I just wanted going to have a bit of fun, no pressure. So I just thought only 9 of us, so I might as well start from the back. Try something different. Didn't work out. Smith had great pace. Couldn't catch him. Would have liked to have got closer to maybe put a bit of pressure on, but that never happened. No, it was just a good race. Some clean overtakes. I don't even know what happened on that one. Yeah, it was a good race. Looking more forward to Hungary, where I will be qualifying.
Indeed. So we'll make sure to see you then, and hopefully we'll. Oh no!
Yes. Yes.
He's got 8
No.
points, ain't he?
Yes.
now?
Let's interview him.
doubled.
He's got 10.
Yeah.
Doubled his
Go.
championship
Let's
tally provisionally
interview
when he
him.
connects.
Yeah. Stream's on. Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll
Waiting
interview
for
him and
connect.
ask. We'll ask about how his if the result today has cheered him up after West Brom doing a West Brom.
When he
2
connects.
points finishes in, what's that, 3 races now? Sprint, main race, and this one.
Come on, Baggy,
Yeah.
connect.
Oh, easy.
Ah.
So anyway, oh, you know what? He's not going anywhere. We're not ending this until he gets in here. Oh no!
What music are we putting on?
I will say,
Warwick
I did like that picture you flashed up during qualifying. What was that picture all about in qualifying that flashed up on the screen?
Yeah.
It was quite funny. What was that all about?
Oh. No. 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 You don't have to. No, you don't have to put it up again.
Yeah, put it up again so I can see it.
No. Oh.
I'll at everyone. I'll at everyone in the general if you want and whack it in there.
No. How about we don't? How about we don't,
Put it in
Corey?
Discord. Put it in Discord.
You just want to say at everyone? Now, to be fair, I am saving it just in case something happens, so don't you worry.
No, I know straight away it's going to happen. If for whatever reason I win Driver of the Week and it goes on Twitter, that picture is being used.
Yes, it is. It definitely is.
I'll make sure to share it as well.
We're going to have it on world news. BBC's going to stream this. We'll stream F2 as well.
What you reckon? You reckon that picture's going to get ahead of the headlines of like Boris Johnson getting PM and Vladimir Putin going off the rails? You reckon that's going to top it both?
Yeah, of course it will. Yeah, Baggy isn't hopping back in. Clearly he's scared to talk to us. But yeah, big congratulations to the top 3 once again tonight. And obviously we've got no BQ in Division action tomorrow because we pushed it back last week. So make sure to join us for Division 1, which we might have a stream, but that's a funny story, you could say, in the streamer lineup. But yeah, big thanks to everyone who's joined us tonight. Make sure to join us next week as well for the Hungarian Grand Prix. And for myself and the rest of the commentary team, good night.
Victim of Discord abuses. I don't care, I'm a winner and y'all losers. Ipswich.